What happened in the huddle?
Everybody was wondering where the dinner plans were tonight after the game. It was pretty clear. Like, we have a very competitive, gnarly group, and we're getting our asses kicked. And it's two straight games, we were not playing to the level that we wanted to play. And I would say virtually every single person in that huddle was pretty animated about, our disappointment in how we were playing.
I know this team has a lot of veterans, but how do you, I guess, get it to not affect anything moving forward and kind of stop it?
No, it won't. We have bigger things to accomplish, but, we do want to play better, and everything has to be better across the board. It starts with our leadership. Our veteran players have to lead, and then we just have to play better to our identity, play more consistently, and that's really all the discussions were. I know how it can probably look, to the outside, but as I've mentioned before, that is more our language than playing without passion or without toughness or without multiple efforts and a lifelessness, everything that happened in that huddle from there on when we cut the 19-point lead, that's way more to our personality.
Erik, you sort of answered it, but how concerned are you that this could be a thing? Like, how does this carry over into tomorrow, into Friday, into Saturday?
No, I mean, you can use moments during a season to catapult you. You can galvanize together, over frustration and disappointment. Teams can also go the other way. I don't see that with our group. I don't see that with our locker room. But we have needed a kick in the butt, from these two games. We had been playing very well before that, so these two games were disappointing to everybody. And I think that's what you see a competitive group that is not playing to the level or the standards that we want to play at. And even with all the circumstances, it's not like we come in here and say, oh, whatever, let's just get the next one. That's not how anybody in this building is wired.
After the spark was provided there, you retook the lead. What happened towards the end of the game, and why did that lead?
Well, let's give credit to Golden State. We played with great passion and everything to get back into the game, but they executed well, and they made some big shots. Poole has just really improved with his handle, his ability to step back behind screens and shoot, his movement. All of that as well improved. Wiggins had some, really tough plays there in the fourth, and they just executed and made some plays to kind of hold us off.
Vic tonight had 2 10-minute stints. I think it's the longest he's played.
Yeah.
Return. What did, I guess, tonight represent for him in his comeback?
Well, that shows you his conditioning level. He was able to handle all those moments, and he had some really good bursts there. He had some good defensive moments. And with Tyler being out, he was able to handle a few more of those minutes.
Erik, Kyle said that things with 9 games left, that the team is still trying to figure certain things out. Just rotation-wise, working Markieff back in, working Vic back in. You had guys out all year, but you also had a rhythm with guys that were playing. How much of a challenge has that been lately?
Yeah, it is, and this is our reality. Like, we had this conversation literally 3 months ago, or 2.5 months ago. Like, all right, this is going to be happening, and then it never did. So we never had to deal with it. We kept on dealing with a lot of different assortment of guys in and out, and the team really rallied behind that and played great basketball. But everybody's knew that these kind of decisions would happen, as you get closer. That's a part of it. I don't think that's the bigger part of it. But we will have to figure out some things. I'll have to make some tough decisions. I don't have to make these right now. We still have 9 games left before the playoffs, but we'll work through some things, and then we'll eventually have some clarity on a rotation.
Kyle, you've been with teams in emotional situations before, but with that time out there and UD, your captain, and Jimmy, one of your leaders, going at it, and then Coach Spo getting involved, What was that scene like?
It's crazy, but it's passion. We're in a situation where we have a lot of competitive guys, and one being our biggest competitor is our head coach, and Jimmy and UD, tough competitive guys, and it's good to sometimes get some anger and frustration out and just talk about it. We're going to have situations that make people uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, as long as we're comfortable and we figure it out, it's all that really matters, and as long as we're still together, and we are.
You mentioned it there, but it's been, seasons long, it's the ups and downs. You guys have a lot of positive moments, but what does a moment like this, I guess, represent?
In what moment? The loss of a game?
No, the huddle and then the loss as well.
It happens. I mean, honestly, it's not a moment of anything. For us, it's just, listen, got guys that really want to win basketball games, and guys that work extremely hard, and the passion comes out. The fire and the emotions comes out sometimes. But like I said, this is to us, it's nothing. We conversated about it and have a conversation and going forward, and we continue to build.
What was it that prompted that level of frustration? Was it just the fact that they were going on a run? Was it an individual play?
To be honest with you, losing basketball games, that stuff happens. They making shots, and frustration builds up sometimes. And we had 2 games in a row where they're better players, they're stars, not playing that we lost, and frustration builds sometimes. But I think it's a situation where it's good to get it out the way and then move forward. We're not going to dwell on it. We're going to continue this. We're going to look and see what happened, and as a team on the court, and go from there.
Kyle, this thing is already blown up all over, so as I'm sure you're not surprised in this day and age, and all that. And stuff has always happened. I mean, you go through a season, something, maybe not as public, maybe not involving the head coach, but something always happens. How does a group keep this from affecting you tomorrow or Friday,
They won't.
Saturday?
We got great leadership. It won't affect us at all. We have great leadership, starting top to bottom. We have great leadership, and that type of stuff, it happens. And, in this day and age, social media and all that stuff, it gets around. But we're a good team. We have great leadership. We have a great culture. And, we're figure it out, talk about it, move forward. We still have bigger goals, and, we still have bigger aspirations.
Was there a common thread in the 2 games, the way it turned out, both of them? Is there a specific multiple things that led to both of these losses?
Teams are playing extremely well against us. They shot 51% from the field, 41 from 3, 85 from the line. I mean, they out-rebounded us. They did things better than us tonight. And, it just one of those games where 2 of the games back-to-back with the other teams, there are guys, okay, our stars aren't playing, we still going to go out there and show you guys why we're professionals. And, we out there, we competed, but we didn't finish the job.
Kyle, you guys only have 9 games left, and you guys haven't had your whole group at once really for more than a week, I think, all season or something crazy like that. How much does that part concern you? That there might be chemistry, but there's levels to it too, and you probably aren't where you need to be or where you want to be for game 1.
Yeah, I was asked this question the other day. I don't think we are where we need to be at all. I think 9 games, and rotation's still kind of funky right now, and we're trying to figure it out. Vic just getting himself back. Markeith's just getting himself back. We're still just trying to figure out what we're doing in the sense of rotation-wise, and that's going to take time. And not too much time. We don't have too much time, but, the playoff rotations will get a little bit shorter and tighter, and, those things will work themselves out. I think our coach, does a good job of figuring things out, and he always has, and he will.